So I think the universe wants me to tell on one of my exes because I keep seeing the very same subject matter come up. And on one of the videos that I just seen the subject matter come up, 757 was the number of comments. So I was like, okay, clearly I'm meant to tell. What's it? In like 2012, somewhere between 2012 and 2014, when my ex was living on my ex King of the Hill, he was living on Peter Walker Way in that little trap house. Um, he was separated from his wife, but unbeknownst to me, I didn't find this out until I specifically asked him. He's the kind of person that if you don't ask him certain questions, he will not tell you certain information. He feel like if it's a don't ask, don't tell. He is the military, okay? Um, so the reason I ended up asking him was he separated from or was he married because his behavior my whole visit was weird. He had me come down there and then he kept trapping me in his room. Like he didn't want his kids to see me there. And then when his kids finally did walk in the room and catch me there, he ended up leaving me with his kids for like a couple of hours. But then he kept riding past his own house or whatever. So then his mom came and picked up his daughter and he didn't want her to see me. And I'm like, what in the world is going on here? So that's what made me ask him. But anyway, as he kept locking me in his bedroom, I ended up finding he had a pill bottle for Ativan, right? Now, mind you, I had horrible cell reception in every house he had, right? I thought it was just his town or something, but it was just his neighbor, just his house. Like, I feel like he really had a cell phone blocker or something in his house because no possible way that my phones just don't never work. And I'm talking about different carriers and such, just don't work when I go to your house. So anyway, see, I called my homegirl because that's all I could do. I couldn't Google anything or anything. I could only call. And the calls were still like sketchy and choppy and this, that, and the third. But anyway, I called my homegirl at the time, my best friend, Nicole. And I was like, hey, can you Google this medication? And she was like, what is it? And I was like, it's called Ativan. And she was like, oh, it's a sleep aid. And I was like, oh, okay. So when I asked him questions somewhat about it because I couldn't say, hey, I was going through your things and I found this. I asked him, like, do you have sleep apnea or anything like that? He was like, yeah, I was, my doctor said I got sleep apnea, so they gave me a little something, but I don't like to take it because it make me sleep too much or whatever, right? Well, today, years old, I come to find out that Ativan is actually, it is a sleep supplement, but it's typically used for people who are alcoholics and it helps them wean off alcohol. What the fuck? Are all of these niggas addicts of some kind? And don't get me wrong, he ain't never really hid the fact that he enjoys alcohol. But again, these niggas are straight up addicts. Straight up addicts. And two of my exes for sure, technically three if you nasty, have been to rehab and they don't think I know that they been.